Here we have the current stock market update for Snowflake Incorporated, stock ticker SNOW. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comments section below so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, this is the hourly time frame, 1 hour price chart. So each candle here represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see, the stock itself has managed to post some fairly strong movements higher. If we look at these prior resistance zones here, we have some levels that aren't really exact. We've seen a little bit of choppy price action into those resistance zones, but roughly we can say that the main level to watch came in at 115.60. And then share prices did manage to post a fairly significant movement higher once that level was broken. So essentially this price breakout was seen here. And share prices are now trading with near-term highs coming in just around $120. So roughly 119.80 would be this new high. So these are fairly strong movements here. And what we can see is that the indicator reading has now moved pretty firmly into overbought territory. As we can see here, there is still a fair amount of bullish momentum that is governing the stock. But what you should notice here is that this is a very steep slope on this trend line. And this does suggest that share price movements that are based on this momentum reading specifically might be unsustainable. This is you would prefer to see something that's much more gradual, something along these lines would be a very sustainable trend line. However, in this case, this is a fairly drastic, severe upward slope in this trend line. So there is still positive momentum here, but now that we are trading in overbought territory, I think that if we start to move lower, it will be fairly easy to break through this trend line, and then that will remove that condition, that bullish condition from the stock. So if we do adopt that outlook here, and we do suggest that share prices might be in danger of a shorter term pullback, we should look at some potential price levels that could be seen if we do start to see share prices move lower. So specifically what I would be looking at here would be the Fibonacci retracement that is based on these prior price lows here, extending to these near-term highs coming in at 1980. So really what we're looking at here is the price low that was posted during the October 3rd trading session, October 3. And this price low came in at 108.66. So let's just write that in here. So overall, this trend wave movement does give us some fairly interesting price levels, because what I would be watching here would be for a retest of that prior resistance zone at 1560. As we can see, share prices have now lined up quite closely with the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. That'd be this orange zone here. So if we do start to see share prices move lower, and we do target a retest of that 38.2% Fib retracement, this also does come closely in line with the old resistance area at 115.60. In addition to that, we can see that the 20-hour exponential moving average is also rising into this area quite quickly. So, I would suspect that if we do start to see share prices move lower, this moving average is also sloping upward, up in the upward direction at a fairly drastic rate. So we probably will see this moving average break through there as well. But at the moment, that price zone is matching up fairly closely with that 20-hour EMA. I would probably also be watching for this orange line here to possibly move into this area. That might be a more realistic target here as far as moving average support is concerned, because all of these exponential moving averages are starting to slope quite quickly into the upward direction given this most recent price movement. So at the moment, I would still be looking at this 115.60 area as the main level to watch to the downside. I wouldn't really consider buying into the stock unless you see share prices move into that area, just to get a little bit of a better price. But overall, this is a very strong price movement, because as we can see, the trading volumes here have been increasing during this most recent run higher. So these are positives here, and this is a good sign for the stock, and this does suggest that possibly this movement to the top side is sustainable. But as things currently stand here, this relative strength index reading right now is seen just moved lower a bit, but we're still trading above that 75 mark, and anything above 70 would be considered to be overbought. Previously, we were actually seeing movements closer to 80, so that is fairly heavily overbought, and that does suggest that share prices are going to need to sort of roll over here, retrace themselves a bit, and pull back to the downside before possibly forming a higher base. So that is the real question at this point. Do we sort of continue to make this movement higher? Do we fall and then form a higher base right around 1560? Or do we ultimately crash through all of these areas and start to see lower share prices? So those would be sort of the three scenarios here. And on balance, I mean, if I was going to be trading this stock, I would be looking for a pullback right into that 1560 area at the moment. If we did see a break below 1560, the next level that I would be watching to the downside comes in right around 113, just above there. We can even call this roughly 113.05. Because as we can see, this is the bottom of the exponential moving average cluster roughly, and it's also the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this major trending move. So just to define that move here, that would be this price move here. So, there are a couple of scenarios here that could start to unfold. Just quickly here, we will sort of pull back on this price chart and just sort of get a sense of where we stand within the broader picture. Because, these recent upward price movements, they have broken sort of a sideways trading range that has been in place for quite a while now, really since the end of August. This has been in place. And if we do start to see more significant price movements, we're going to have to start to watch for developments within this trend activity here for the next signal to the top side. As this move currently stands, this has broken above the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of this broader trending move here. So that is also a positive signal. And I do think that overall we should start to see higher share prices in this stock. And we would need to see some breaks of significant support zones in order to alter that bias. So here's the current stock market update for Snowflake Incorporated, stock ticker SNOW. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.